This is Egypt's #1 for hit music, 104.2 Nile FM. Now, Nile FM's Aware with Adham.
Indeed it is. Welcome to the show. With me tonight, two very special individuals, Mohamed and Mohamed from the Triple Effect. This is going to get very, very confusing, very, very, very fast. Stick around. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Egypt's #1 for hit music, 104.2 Nile FM. Cairo, Nile FM's Aware.
Adam here with you, and I hope your Saturday and your entire weekend is going great. With me tonight from an initiative called the Triple Effect are Mohamed and Mohamed. And this is, I mean, to avoid any further confusion, I need nicknames, guys. I can't handle two Mohammeds. What should I call you guys?
Yeah, you can call me Said.
And you can call me Oglu.
Alright, Said and Oglu. See, I can work with that instead of two Mohammeds. Both Said and Oglu, thank you very much for coming in. You guys represent an organization called ISEC. I'm familiar with that. But what I really would like to know is what exactly is the Triple Effect initiative that you guys created and you're working on right now?
Well, actually, the Triple Effect is a plug-and-play, low-cost, and it's a project starting with students. So what we need to do here is that we tell students how to donate here, and we give them some awareness sessions.
Okay, awareness sessions and donations, but what kind of donations exactly? I mean, we're talking money or?
We're talking about blood donation.
Ah, see, now that's interesting. Why exactly blood donations? I mean, why did you aim for blood donations?
Because there's a NGO called NPTS, they make a study about the blood issue here in Egypt, and they know that it's very, very dangerous and important about this issue, because there's only 1% of Egyptian people who donate their blood.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and to cover the blood issue here in Egypt, there must be 3% of Egyptian people donate their blood. And
1%?
Yeah.
That's like what, 800,000? I'm not very good at math. I'm very...
And there's other problem that the quantity and the quality of the 1% is not sufficient. Like, for example, if we're talking about the quantity, it's not sufficient, only 1%. And the quality, there's on they made filtration for 1%, and they know that less than 1% is sufficient or good. Qualified.
Less than 1% of the 1% is efficient and good, of decent quality.
That's right, as well as they are not unsafe. So that's why we need to make sure here through our blood donation campaign is to make sure that we're gonna gather a safe blood. In the meantime, we will tell people how to donate in a safe way.
Dare I ask, what exactly do you mean with quality of blood?
Okay.
يعني لازم يكون حد ابن ناس, or what are we talking?
No. There's only 4 types of donors here in Egypt: family replacement, obligate donors, and paid donors, and volunteer donors. And the safest one is volunteer, because he's doing this like feeling kind of responsibility for his community. He must help him. But if we are talking about the paid donors, he don't care about if he's qualified to donate with his blood or not.
Okay, but let me interrupt you. What exactly qualifies? I mean, does it have to be like, the obvious here is disease-free, but are there any other limitations or qualifications?
Well, actually, right now, any individual can, with good health, between the age of 18 to 60, weighted more than 50 kilos. And one of the things we focus on is the hemoglobin count between 13 and 17.5 for men, and 12, 16.5 for women. So anyone can donate, but actually, we are just seeking for a good quality of the blood.
All right, fair enough. And I guess my next question in this context would be, how does the Triple Effect work in itself, and why did you guys decide to call it the Triple Effect? Why Triple Effect?
Because right now one blood bag can save up to 3 lives. That's why we call it Triple Effect. In the meantime,
that's smart. I like that.
That's right. And actually, it's called Triple Effect because we need to increase from 1% to 3%. So it's about the number 3.
Nice. Yeah. I see a lot of emphasis on the 3 here. I'd like to understand how Triple Effect works on the ground. What are your activities? What are you guys doing to market this? What's going on?
First, as a student, we make our campaigns in the universities. We are gonna make it in 3 universities, and that's the first. And second, we can make it also in the companies, like making a kind of partnership with companies, asking them to get their employees and giving them the awareness session. to make them understand the blood issue here in Egypt, then they can understand how it's very, very important and dangerous here in Egypt.
Very cool. So there's actually an awareness session attached as well that you can go and talk to companies or talk to organizations or just give that session in universities and make people aware of the issue and how dangerous it is here in Egypt.
That's true.
Well, that's spreading the awareness about the issue. How about what about the solution? What are you guys doing to facilitate when? All right, fair enough. I attended the session and now I'm aware there's a big problem. What's the next step?
The next step, we encourage them to talk to people, to tell them how important is blood donation. And through our blood drive campaign and our drive bank, we will tell them that this is like the most safely blood donation process we do here. We tell them, we give them some sort of questionnaire just to make sure that they are in good health, as well as we do some sort of a checkup just to make sure. And there is like an analysis at the end. The MBTS will send to them at the end.
My question is now, well, I am a person that would like to be a donor. I would like to donate some blood, but I'm scared. How do I trust that you guys are using the proper equipment and know what you're doing so that I don't come to you and donate blood and then go home with an infection?
Well, actually, the MBTS are monitored by international organization and have an ISO certificate, as well as when they use the needle, you just use it once. They don't use it again. And they're gonna make sure that the process are very safe and it doesn't include any infection with the blood.
So you guys are actually supervised by international health organizations to make sure that everything is sterile and it moves forward with the proper safety precautions.
And it's also observed by the World Health Organization and
the
also
WHO.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
And the Minister of Health, so it will be secure because they are caring about their reputation here in Egypt.
Very cool, very cool. I guess my follow-up question in this context, aside from infection, a lot of people might think, well, if I donate my blood, doesn't that hurt me? I mean, losing blood is always a big concern of a lot of people. What would you say there?
Well, actually, guess what? It's very healthy. So
to donate blood?
That's right, because
Wow.
it's very healthy to your body, because it renew blood cells in your human body.
I never thought about it that way. When I lose blood, my body creates more. That actually makes sense. And you were talking something also about, I heard you say something about rejuvenation of something.
That's right. The blood donation rejuvenates bone marrow.
Really?
That's right.
So it's actually healthy to donate blood. It's not just something that you do for charity. It's actually healthy to do this.
That's right.
Time to wrap things up on this edition of NileFM's Aware. It was a pleasure having Mohamed Saeed and Mohamed Oghlu here in the studio with us tonight, talking about their initiative, Triple Effect. Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. Now, you guys are the founders, the brains, and the driving engine behind Triple Effect, an initiative designed to cater for blood donation. And you guys mentioned that only 1% of Egyptians are donating blood, while on the other hand, we need 3% to be donating blood to cover our need of blood, the people that are in hospitals, the people who are sick that desperately need this, and this is what this initiative is designed for. So I guess, ultimately, at the very end, the question that that's left unanswered, how do I get in touch with you guys? If I want to donate blood, if I may be working in a company, I want you to come in and do your awareness session to my employees and encourage them to donate blood. How do I get in touch with you guys?
Well, actually, we got a website, our official website, which is TrebleEffect.com, as well as you can follow us on the Facebook page or Twitter. It's hashtag TREFFECT13.
Okay, so hashtag TREFFECT
13,
and your website is, one more time?
TrebleEffect.com.
So the triple effect.com.
That's right. That's
perfect. That's how you can get in touch. And as I always mention, if you are one of these individuals, you started a campaign, you started a project or social development initiative, or you're a member of an NGO and you're trying to do some positive impact on the community, please get in touch with us. Send me a quick email. Tell me what you're all about. aware@nileradioproductions.net. Again, that's aware@nileradioproductions.net. Let me know what you guys are doing, and I would love to have you right here on the show. That's it from us, though. Again, guys, thank you very much for coming on the show. We really appreciate that.
Thanks so much for having us here.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure for me to be
Pleasure,
here.
trust me, pleasure is all mine. And thank you guys for the amazing work that you guys are putting behind this initiative. That's it from us. We'll catch you next Saturday for another edition of NileFM's Aware, where it's all about giving back to the community.